Hey everybody! Welcome to another episode of Training and C. I'm Training. This is C. We do whiskey reviews. We do unboxings. We do all the good stuff that's related to whiskey. We have some people on that talk about it that have nothing to do with
like live streams.
Right. We have a Patreon channel page that you should join up for.
We got the Instagram, we got the TikTok, the Twitters, all that stuff.
We have tons of giveaways. There's lots of fun stuff. But today, one of the things we're doing, is unboxing a bottle of something that we don't know what it is.
Right, but we're not just going to unbox it. We're going to taste it.
So
we're going to tell you
what
we think of it, along with whatever the hell it is.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, dude. What's your face?
Always cut towards the face, we say.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Look at this.
Paper, that's good.
I love the paper. Good sign so far. It's gonna go like this.
To highly dramatize this.
I'm assuming that's everything in there. Better just double check. Yeah. Okay, why don't you
phase 2?
Bubble wrap that.
Get the kniff. And
from
find
Connecticut?
a spot to slice. Tape. Alright,
Probably good.
Watch me drop it. Canadian whiskey fans should know what this is.
That's cool. That's looking pretty cool.
40 Creek Masterscut cask strength whiskey, the first ever cask strength whiskey from 40 Creek, coming in at 48.5%, which is very interesting.
What is it? Sorry,
48.5 because
48.
you don't
48.5. Okay,
see cask strength at that low. They must distill it, and I'm interested to talk to 40 Creek Chris Thompson to find out how do you come up with a cask strength at 48.5.
Yeah, well, so like that could either mean that it's been aged for a long time and the angel share has been seeped out of it, or it's put into the barrel at a lower percentage, like in the 50% range. Okay.
I'm just looking for
you never really know. Oh, 40 Creek's famous
for not putting a
tab for any here. We might need the kniff again.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
No tab to actually undo the.
It must be like the olden days before tabs.
Yeah.
You had to use your knife. This is why pocket knives existed.
Like, if you can't get into this, you don't deserve to drink it, you loser.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Anyway, this will be a bottle that we will be dram clubbing for our dram club or
so cask strength 40 Creek. Why the heck not? Here we go.
Quiet on set.
Oh,
beauty pop.
Good pop. And I love the kind of thin sort of bottle there.
Thin, broad-shouldered bottle.
Yeah, love it. So does this have an age statement on it?
Well, I haven't looked too closely, but...
So it's 40 Creek, barrel proof.
This unapologetically bold, pot-distilled whiskey is bottled straight from the barrel at cask strength. Doesn't say anywhere that I can see an age statement.
And nothing on the back of the bottle.
If this, can I say, if this is like copper pot at cask strength, it may be the greatest Canadian whiskey ever made.
48.5%.
Copper pot is, to me, 40 Creek's go-to whiskey at 43%.
Yeah. I mean, you would think that's a bold statement, but you're not wrong. Like 40 Creek Copper pot is incredible. So that's
okay. Here we go.
Okay.
So it's definitely got Canadian corn as the base,
but it definitely has that kind of like I've always thought of 40 Creek as it has a little bit of like this kind of wine style to it.
It does have a winey note to it, but there's also something like. I got this kind of like lemony kind of note off of it too, but it's like
there's a citrus kind of dark fruit though. Like
there's a fig Newton almost.
Yeah,
it's almost like got a Scotchy fig Newton kind of note. Not at all Scotchy, but like that fig, like that dark fruit, bready, doughy.
And I think a lot of that like
It's not as
comes from the grains and like how they marry, the barley spirit to the corn spirit to the wheat spirit, to the, together.
But it's not as straight up like maple walnut as like typical 40 Creek is on the nose.
What we were talking about before with it being like, a dream dram of the copper pot.
Right.
It's not that.
It doesn't seem like that on the nose.
On the nose. But this is just opened. It's going to have a chance to open up. But it doesn't really have those walnutty kind of like butterscotch pancake syrup vibe that 40 Creek sometimes has on the nose. To me, personally, it's more like that.
It's a dark fruit.
Kind of winey, like, even like actually like a white wine. Like, anyway. Maybe I'm just stuck in my head on the wine thing.
Maybe a bit yeasty.
Yeah.
Like it's, okay, let's drink it.
I'm going to actually rough it up a little bit. Just
beat it up.
To get a bit more of a nose.
Take that, you bastard.
No.
No, it's on my finger.
Not that much. Don't take that much.
Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Let's drink it.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to go in for one more dive here.
Me too. Okay, my first impression is I really like it. And one of the reasons I really like it is because it doesn't straight up remind me of Barrel Select or Copper Pot, which are both two that I absolutely love. But I like the fact that it's something different, but it seems like more pure, like more unmolested. Like there hasn't been something like, like those ones almost seem like something's added to them because they're so mapley, they're so walnutty.
This is kind of like what the epitome of what 40 Creek, like you could say like what
it's like you're drinking straight off the hose, man. Like
this is kind of like it gives you all the good stuff without adding any frills to it. However, having said that, like, again, I'm trying to grasp what I'm tasting here because, like, it's pretty different for 40 Creek. It does have those big, bold, kind of grainy notes to it, but
it's still light.
Yeah,
it's light. But you know what? The 48.5 is perfect,
and it kind of
goes
down. Like it has like
it's got a little tingle to it.
It's got that very Canadian vibe to it of the corn kind of style.
But it's not
what's on the nose is there for me on the palate. Like there is still a winey kind of like.
I don't know how to say this, but it's not overly corn.
Mm-mm.
Like it's not that like that cornstarch, corn syrup thing. It's like the corn part is light and everything's soft about it, but then you get the kick on the back.
There's the kick. It's like the peppery notes are come at the back, and like there is a drying
kind
of finish, and there's I
love it.
A bite to it, which is nice. I'm honestly still like trying to process it because
I know.
And sometimes when you get a whiskey like that, like, and on this show you see us like processing it, it's maybe doesn't come across like we're loving it or something, but that's not necessarily true. It's just that we don't know what it is. It's like
it's almost more like the 40 Creek double barrel. It's like
basically, yeah.
It's a bit like the
higher strength version.
It's a juiced up double barrel almost. My first impression is
it's yummy.
I really like it. I think it's different than the base 40 Creek lineup, which makes it fun, but has enough of the normalcy to not make it like a freak. It's not a freak.
But also, on top of that, like, hopefully this becomes a trend in the Canadian whiskey world where they release barrel-proof, like, cask strength,
anything,
or even single barrels or anything like that, because, like, in reality, that's what the consumer wants. They want to try something that's like like you said, drinking from the garden hose. Like they want the
straight off the tap,
straight spirit, and to try it.
And how good is this?
Yeah, like, totally.
It's like
totally.
Don't be scared. Don't be timid, Canadian whiskey. Like
Master's Cut. This is good.
I mean, some of the stuff coming off Wiser's at cast strength is like 62.5, you know, like the 22 or 23.
The more this opens up, it has like a little bit of that tanniny kind of like drying sensation. It has like a little bit of the pralines and cream kind of thing going on. And some soft brown sugars and things like that. But it's one that I honestly, for myself, think you can spend a lot of time with.
Well,
like, it's going to open up and keep growing on
It's crushable still at 48.5.
Yeah.
Like,
it's an interesting one for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward to sharing it with the Dram Club members and Masterclass members to see what they think of it. If you could please click like, subscribe, leave a comment, share this video with a friend, and check us out on the old Instagram or TikTok at TrennyandC. We'd love that too if you could join us there.
Do it.
All right.
Cheers.
Clinky.
Trenny and C.